What the fuck are you supposed to be? My driver?
Special Agent Wayne Strider, FBI.
Get
Shalane.
the fuck out of here. Say hi, honey.
Hi.
Hi, Shalane. Good morning, Jeff. It's too cool to be outside right now. Wendy. Jackie. What are you guys doing today? I know what Jeff is doing today. Mom and I are going to go to Costco today. What do we need at Costco? Milk, eggs, cottage cheese, fruit, Sherry West Bay. Jeff is just waiting to leave. He's leaving shortly.
Time for you to leave my shop.
All right?
Karen. It is windy outside. I don't know how it is with you guys. It's windy here. So Jonathan is waiting to leave for his procedure. So final good tone setting to John's way. Titan Brew. He's going to become the Bionic Man. Titan will be the Bionic Man. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Boop, 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 boop. He'll be able to throw things far, run real fast. Oh. Tina sending you good thoughts. Jackie's looking for Margie. Oh, I need some more coffee already. It's cold outside. I'm not getting in the pool. I want to show you guys I have evidence. See how the windows are, how clean the windows are? It's because my mom was up on a ladder. Would you guys please tell her to stay off a ladder? Oh, good morning, everybody. We have 27 people on with us right now. It's folding. I'm going to make some coffee. I just want to put some honey and milk in my coffee. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Is anybody looking for some Mother's Day balloons? I have 3. The balloons that would not die. Oh. 72 degrees, right? It's kind of windy. Let's go sit on the front porch, and we'll sit and talk on the front porch this morning. It's windy back here, and it's kind of cool, and I'm not hopping in the water just yet. I don't know how to explain it, but there's something in the air. Something is changing. I can feel it. Today is a different day from yesterday. It's like it's exciting outside. The wind is starting to pick up. I sense that there's like a change in the air. I know that sounds crazy, but I feel it. I can feel it. It feels really nice out. I think that this administration is going to leave. I think they're going to go down soon. I can feel it. So I'm sitting here on the front porch. I'm going to ring the bell. I brought the little bell out. For Jeff. Titan's leaving. Bye, Titan. Hey, Sherry. Wendy's saying, I was born in Wooster, Ohio, and grew up in Reedsburg on a farm. Attended Hillside High School in Ashland County because my grandfather was the county superintendent of Ashland Schools. Kathy Doherty, good morning, sweetheart. Thera Bob, Jacqueline, Karen, Shalane. Yeah, it's nice out here, right? Zoop. Sitting on the porch, talking to my friends. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting on the porch, talking to your friends. The birds are singing. What a beautiful morning. Oh, my Lord. Thank you, Jesus. What a pretty day. What a pretty, pretty day. Paradise on earth. In New Jersey. "72 degrees isn't cold." Oh, you're so cute, Sherry. Sherry Calloway, my Irish girlfriend. What up? Sherry, the kid came over with his mother and father. His father is the county prosecutor for Cape May County. His mother is a loving, sweet woman. The kid was the nicest kid. And I filled the car up for him. I put oil in it, had an oil change, I topped off the gas tank and washed the car. They loved it. They were so grateful. And so I only asked for $4,500. The car was probably worth like $7,000. But they have to put $1,800 into it for a new timing belt eventually, like in 4,000 miles. So, and he's a good kid. So I was happy to get $4,500. I don't like to take advantage of people. So they were very grateful. Thank you for asking. The kid loved the car. You're very thoughtful, Sherry Calloway. Sherry West Bay's cute. Jonathan, Bob, Wendy, Laura, hello, good morning. You guys are freaking awesome, man. Grand Rising, enjoy your day. Jerry, what is on the wall above the doorway? Let me go look. On the wall above the doorway. That's a map of the world. It's a window, but my mom and I put a map up there. Want to see it? I'll show you. I just want to come outside for a brief moment. See that bird? Doot, 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 doot. Boop, 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 boop. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I love the birds in the morning. I love the birds all the time. When you guys come visit, we're going to be hanging out in the backyard. We can sit up here on the front porch. The table's dirty. I have not washed this thing off since last year. It has mold on it and dust and pollen and... But anyway, this is where we're going to hang out and eat. Right here. So yeah, Shalane, I think that's what you're talking about. Above the wall, on the wall, above the doorway, is a map of the world. Sounds like the car's behind. Sounded like a car driving slowly up the street. I don't know. That's great to hear. So thoughtful and nice. Kid is smiling big with his... Yeah. Excuse me. His father emailed me or texted me. Jerry, thanks for everything. Lucas, his name was Lucas, the boy. Lucas is happy with his new... What do you call it? Something. His new tear. His new car. Shalane is now friends with Wendy. I can't even tell you how nice it is outside right now. There's a breeze. You can see the trees in the distance moving a little bit. It's just so nice out right now. We got to make a decision. What's up, Troy? What's up, brother? Yo, when Trump is finally gone, we are all going to have to gather. Where do you guys want to meet? I think we should meet in upstate New York. We'll find a campground up at, I'll look it up today. We'll find a campground near Woodstock. Bring your tent, bring your air mattress, bring your cooler, bring your smile. Sherry's like me, she likes the birds. The birds are nice. Oh, Shalane said above the living room doorway, it's like little plaques or plates. I'll go look. Those are heads. My mom and dad went on the Queen Mary 2 maiden voyage, and they loved it. Wendy lost his mom. Oh, Wendy, I'm sorry. Plates above the doorway. Did I go to the right spot? No, above the living room doorway. It's a little plaques of plates. The living room doorway. This is the living room. I don't know what you're talking about. Happy Monday, guys. Bosuns, the bosuns, yeah, they're bosuns. We got them, we've been collecting them for 40 years. I don't know. I don't want to make too much noise. I don't want to wake Mom up. Although she can't hear anyway. I'm leaning you against my coffee cup. That's what I can do out front. I don't have anything out here. I'm just catching up. I'm so sorry to hear about Wendy's loss. They were heads, you nut. The plates. You had me looking for plates on the wall. Oh. They were plates, you nut. Good morning, Jerry's kids. That's all right, Shlane. I forgive you. I thought they were plates. They're heads. I guess because I'm moving the camera so fast you really couldn't see, or the phone. Tina's leaving us already. Tina, I hate that you gotta leave for work so early. Bye, Tina. I know the people at your hospital are happy to see that big puff of blonde hair coming down the hallway. Tina's here. What? Konnichiwa. They're like, yeah, Tina's here. When's Tina never not here? Tina's always here. Tina, be careful getting to work, honey. Bradley says, hello, Jerry. Is this New Jersey? Yes, Bradley. Good morning, buddy. I am. Bye, sweetheart. Bye, Tina. I'm sitting on my parents' front porch of their home. And we're located in West Hampton, New Jersey, just outside my hometown of Mount Holly. Glenn Korbelek says he's from Pittsburgh. I played football with Kelly Harris, Franco Harris's youngest brother. Kelly, of course, Franco Harris, of course, is a hero up in Pittsburgh. And Franco Harris graduated from my high school. New York is north of us, not far. Bradley's from South Africa. Yo, what's up? Bolele, bololo, bololilama. I don't know if that's not African. It was another, I saw that it was really pretty. It was a tribe somewhere. They sing in the evening. Bolete, bololo, bolelila, bolo. I don't know, pretty. It was pretty. Who is this Greiker? And talking about Bella. I don't like this guy Greiker. Who is that? I just hit him from the channel. I can smell her through the phone. Dude, you're not going to be able to smell when I punch you in the fucking face. What was that? Who made that comment? What an asshole. I don't know. Yeah, who is that guy, Greiker? Man, people are weird first thing in the morning. I would like to dive through the phone and just be with that person. Rupt, thank you for keeping us safe. Dude, can I tell you something? I took judo as a kid. My dad was a black belt in judo. He made us take judo. I could dive off this. And I'm fat, okay, but I could still dive off this deck, land on the front yard, and roll, and get up. What? beautiful morning. My God, it is so pretty out. All right, I'm going to go in the pool. You guys want to hang out with me? I'm going to hop in the water. Jerry, don't do it, buddy. Wait, Dan, you think I'm going to try that? If there was a fire or someone happened to come up on the back porch with a gun, then maybe you'd see me dive off this front porch. But right now, I mean, you know, when you land, you got to go. Your hands will land first. You bring your, you know, and you just roll. But would I do it now? No. Oh my God! Maybe if like 3 guys were coming up the back porch here with machetes, right? Then you'd see me dive off this thing. Swoop! Oh, Dan, you're funny. Jerry, don't do it. Oh, that's classic. I love you guys, man. I swear to God. Oh, shit. Wait, show you my mom and dad. Wait, where can I get the picture right? I can't see shit. That's my mom and dad. Okay, let's go swimming. Let's go hop in the pool. Sometimes I feel like I'm like Little House on the Prairie. Remember Little House on the Prairie? I come out in the mudroom and my mom has sweet potatoes and potatoes and onions. Oh, shit. Oh, good. I thought the umbrella hit my plants. Oh my God, it feels nice. It does. It feels really nice out here. Oh, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday, bro and ladies, brothers and sisters, my family on YouTube. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? It's a beautiful day, man. It is a beautiful day. Oh. Yes, indeed. Good morning. Let me warm up real fast. I got to see what you guys are talking about. Pringles, I sold the car. Yes, I did. Thank you for asking. Rough to the Rescue's talking about somebody's channel she found that they said they're disgusting. Good morning. I'm super jealous right now. Don't be jealous. Ruff, the security guys have to follow Zach's around because he gets in people's faces and tries to bait them to touch him so they will get arrested. He was told by police yesterday that he was trespassing. Karen, I do not have a thermometer for the pool. In fact, today I'm going to pick one up at Costco. Thank you for reminding me, Karen, Kerin. Mom and I are going to go to Costco today. Woo! Going to Costco with my mom. When you guys go to Costco, what's the first thing you think about? Be honest. What's the first thing you think about when you think about Costco? I think about their hot dogs. All beef, sauerkraut, and mustard. What? With the little glass of ginger ale, little bit of ginger ale. I like Costco's hot dogs. I'm not gonna lie. I think they're delicious. The pizza, pizza schmizza. Their hot dogs are good. Oh, sweet Heavenly Father. Good morning, everybody. Karen, I'm so glad you just reminded me to get a thermometer for the pool. You just made my whole summer. I want to get a boat, too, to play with. I want to get a boat for the pool that I can wind up. My mom will come out, Jerry, you're never going to grow up. And I'll be like, you're right. Never. I will never grow up, ever. I'm always going to be 11. That's just how I am. Stop. Oh, my God. If you're coming to this channel for the first time, we are anti-MAGA. We have a great group of people. We hang out together in the mornings. I'm from South Jersey. I'm a retired RN. And I'm 62 years old. And we're going to get through this summer together. And we're going to get through the end of this administration together because we're all disgusted. Yes, yes. I am not married. I got divorced in 2003. I should never have gotten married. Don't get married for the wrong reasons. Billy, Billy, boo. I tried to get onto Zoom. I couldn't. Rebecca blocked me. Bradley says, so many door locks. Hey, Bradley, I never want to find someone. Can I tell you something? 2 days ago, my mom and I are sitting watching a movie in the living room. Ding dong, boop, 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 boop. Someone's knocking on the door. I haven't felt that violated in a long time. I want to put a rope up and a phone number. I don't want anyone ever knocking on my door again. I don't want to hear the doorbell ring. I don't want to hear the door knock because it's too close. They're right there on your porch in your face. Too close for comfort. I would rather, I think it should be times have changed. I think that you should have to call the person before you even come to their house and get permission. I know that sounds crazy, but I did not like someone banging on my front door. I got pissed off when I was a kid. Oh, I noticed you have some wasp nests, and we take care of bees and ants. I talked to your mom last year. I'm like, dude, you knock on my door again, I'm going to knock you off your fucking skateboard, bro. Go away. My mom told you no last year and the year before. Leave her alone. I didn't say that. I thought it. But yeah, some guy comes every year wanting my mom to allow him to kill bugs out front. We don't have that many wasp nests, and I can take care of them. But I give the guy credit for going around trying to make some money. I just don't want him knocking on my front door. I don't like it. Who could that be knocking at my door? Go away. Don't come back here no more. Who could it be now? Who could it be now? Am I the only one? I don't like it. I want to put a sign out there that says, do not knock, do not ring the bell, call this number and get off the porch and I'll come outside. I want you away from my house when I greet you. I don't want you in my doorstep. Oh my God, I just find it so intrusive anymore. Times have changed. When I was a kid and the doorbell rang, it was like, yeah, we got company. Just like Sebastian says. No more. He's not fooling around. He's completely right. 2 days ago, watching a movie with mom, boom, 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 ding dong. I'm like, motherfucker, who's ringing the bell? Jesus Christ. Some kid, hi, I want to know if you want me to kill the wasp. Dude, get away. Oh, I don't like people on my doorstep. You're too fucking close. You want to come and lay on my bed? You pains in the ass. Oh, by all means, come and use the toilet. You know, you're just, I mean, I'm a very, when the family came the other day to buy the car with their son, they had driven from Cape May, New Jersey. So they drove for over an hour and a half. The first thing my mom did was open up the garage, come outside to greet them. I was already out in the driveway greeting them. Hi, guys. I said, guys, this is my mom, Cindy. So my mom shakes their hand. She's like, listen, come on in. If you have to use the bathroom, we have a powder room right off the kitchen. Come on in. I mean, we're not mean. I just don't want a stranger knocking on my fucking door. Don't do it. Pringles says, well, if you attach a car airbag to the front door, I don't think people will knock. Boundaries, Jerry, boundaries. All right, I'm sorry for cursing. Sorry, Shannon. Boy, I'm on with you, Jerry, says Dawn. When I started working from home, I could not believe how many people came to my door in a week. He's a nice kid. I know him. But don't think that people don't come by and just check you out. Knock. Hey, I just want to know, are you guys going solar? And they're saying, who's answering the door? Do they live alone? How many? They're casing you. They're casing you. So I'm always at the front door. You'll see my mom first and you'll see me come back. What the fuck do you want? Who is it, Mom? Yo, what do you need? No, we're not going solar. Thank you. No, that's it. Listen, be safe. Bye. No, listen, yes, I do believe Jesus is my savior. No. And listen, I applaud you for going out preaching the word of God, but not here. All right? Thank you. Be safe. Bye. Gina Giordano. I love seeing her. Jeannie Roe Lake says she doesn't even answer her door to anyone, not even kids. Joe Ma says, I don't blame you, Jerry. I tell him off. Tell him to F off. Ref to the Rescue says she agrees 100,000%, 1,000,000%. Chris May says it scares her when she's home alone and the doorbell rings. Shannon Mitchell says, I don't like it either. Too many crazies. Bella Realtor has her dog Sarge, big ass German Shepherd. My mom and I were talking about getting a German Shepherd yesterday. I said, Mom, listen, I will clean up the poop. I will brush the dog every day. The dog will love and respect me. But I want the dog to love and adore you. So you feed the dog. Let the dog be your bodyguard. I don't need the dog as a bodyguard. The dog would just get in my way. And I'm not being funny with that either. I don't want to hurt the dog. Which reminds me, ladies, girls, women, if you're outside in public with your man and an argument ensues, first of all, men, don't let anyone ever get within 5 feet of you. Never, ever, never. I look at it, like, so people are so stupid. Keep people at a distance, but girls, ladies, women, don't ever get involved in a male altercation, an argument. Just sit back, be quiet, pull out your phone and record. That's it. That's all you should do. You will get hurt. They will get hurt. You're going to take away his attention. He's going to get knocked out or punched or slapped or hit with something. Just be cool. And guys, we really shouldn't. If you have a woman with you, don't get into an argument. Walk away. But if you can't walk away, girls, don't get involved. It's not good. Costello, Casey Fox. Jeannie said door-to-door sales is a thing of the past. Not with this kid. He was trying to sell his services to kill bugs. Christy says, now Christy is a dog sitter, so she has tons of dogs. She disconnected her doorbell and won't answer the door for anyone. Don't you have trespassing lawn signs? Put a sign on your mailbox. Pringle. Good idea. I'm going to tell Mom that today. Mom, let's go to the dollar store and buy a no solicitors sign. I don't want people walking up on my front porch, let alone at my front door, let alone so close as when I'm walking, I can see their face and they can see me. It's so intrusive. It's crazy how we've changed since kids, right? The doorbell ringing used to be a happy thing, not now. Bradley is from South Africa. Bradley, God bless you and welcome. Bradley is from South Africa, and he's saying that most of our premises have walls or gates around the houses. I've seen that. Most countries, I've seen that. France, Germany, right? They have their little, each neighborhood has its own little community gate. I think I've seen that before. I've seen that. Joe Ma says, good morning. Hope you're well. It's your mate from London. Joe Ma, what's up, brother? Karen Harriman says, I won't just fly over and come to the house then, Jerry. Karen, you be the exception. Any of you guys will be the exception, but I'm sure you would call me first. Mom, Karen's coming over. Is his wife? Yeah, it was with his wife. All right, well, let's make sure the room upstairs is ready. My mom would do that. Sorry about that. Karen, you're welcome over anytime. Jeff said snowflake. Jeff, message me. Message me, Jeff. Jeff T. Snowflake. I've never, ever called another man snowflake. Ever. And I've seen a lot of them. Or, you know. For this guy to call me a snowflake and hasn't met me, it just shows you what cowards MAGA are. They will talk shit all the time. Yeah, you guys talk to Rebecca. I couldn't get on the live stream. Don't feel like, oh, I was left out. I was left out for an hour, sitting there typing in, hi, Jeff, I hope you have a good operation tomorrow. Hi, everybody. But I wasn't, they couldn't see me. Who cares? You see me every day anyway. I want to have the local swimming pool with lettuce. Let us rent it for a couple hours. You are disgusting. The Big Bolowski says, you're disgusting, you're mean. Thank God Margie blocks these comments. You're disgusting and you're mean. I would love to have some, look at, I'm going to find, I've been looking for some toys. I was looking on, I just want a wind-up boat. Wendy, I'm going to have to check that channel out when it goes live. They're talking about another. Do you know what I do when I go to Costco? I love the people that are giving out samples. They are the most. Only one lady I met was a pain in the ass. She was a jerk. I was recording and she said, are you recording? I said, no, I'm speaking to some people. I think you're recording. She went to a manager in Costco and this doofy guy come up to me. Are you recording in here? We don't record. I said, I'm having a conversation. Who told you? The wacky woman over there? She's not right in the head. He goes, well, you know, can I see your phone? I went, no, you can't see my phone. The fuck is wrong with you? You want to see my phone? You're going to be looking at the ceiling if you don't get the fuck away from me. I mean, the manager at Costco is asking to see my phone to see if I'm recording. I mean, talk about fucked up. So there was only one woman who works at Costco that I thought was a little off in the head, and she tried getting me in trouble once. Everybody else is very nice. Because I'm pleasant as shit. I don't know what else, how more pleasant I could be. But I always say to the people giving samples, when they're about to give me the sample, I go, will this make me taller? Is this going to make me more handsome? Is this going to make me smarter? Jump higher? And they'll laugh. Anyway, I think Kirkland's cold pressed coconut oil is the best. Casey Folk says, I've never been to Costco. Dan the Man says the hot dogs are good. I love the hot dogs. Karen Harriman says, I love IKEA hot dogs. Karen, at Costco, they're already made for us. They're already made. You eat them there. I love hot dogs. I really do. In fact, if I ever live in Ireland, I think I'm just going to have a hot dog stand. In Dublin. I saw over to England, some guy has a food truck. All he does is baked potatoes. He cuts them in half, has another half potato. So he has really 1.5 baked potatoes in a paper bowl. He cuts them in half, mushes them up, puts a big slab of butter on the potatoes, puts a bunch of beans on the potatoes, and then a bunch of shredded cheese and whatever else you want. I mean, that's what they do in England. I'm going to ask Karen. Karen, am I right? Do they do that? I've seen this guy do it. It's like a loaded potato. You put anything you want on a potato. Broccoli, cheese, chicken, beans. You can put anything on a baked potato. Sour cream. Dan the Man likes the pizza. Curls loves the snacks. Karen likes the free samples. Mark and Reed says it's still a beautiful country despite what... We have a beautiful country. America's beautiful. The people in America are beautiful. And what makes us great is our diversity. You cannot go after people because they're not white. It's stupid. It's ludicrous. It's bad to think like that. You think Jesus is going to accept you into heaven because you don't like people that aren't white? Think about it. When you're in heaven, when you finally die and you're brought up to heaven, the gates of heaven are going to open up. And there will be God. And you know what God's going to say to you? Buenos dias. Yeah. Buenos dias. Yes, my boy. You are very mean down there. You're not coming in here. He's going to say, you're not coming in here. Oh, good morning. Good morning, Karen, man. Bradley Smith is saying, Jerry, why so many locks on the doors? Well, if I try to get into a house, I think I would be able to get into a house. So I bought a lock that could hold up to 800 pounds. And those are those little, very inconspicuous little latch. A screen door is a locked screen door is a good, what's it called to prevent somebody from starting? It's a good deterrent. A locked screen door is a very good deterrent. If you're a locked screen door, they're like, fuck, I'm not going to go in this place. But if you don't lock your screen door, they can open up your door. They can fool around with your lock. They can shoulder the door and just break it open. So you better have some things in place. I don't want a stranger in my house. That's why you lock your car. You want to come back to your car and find a stranger sitting in your car? That's the world we live in today. Therabob says, sending, I would love to meet the guy. I'm generally non-confrontational, but I'm not the guy you want to confront. Ooh, Therabob. Wachoo! Yeah. Therabob's in the house. What? What? I always laugh when I watch Scoops, the people like this. Do it. You're supposed to come in like this. This is how, when you go into someone, you give them as little as your body as you can. You don't go, hey, fucking hit me. You turn your body. You bring your elbows in, and you keep your hands up. You pat things away, and then you get your shots in, right? Wendy says that this guy is a douchebag. I don't know who you're talking about. Some guy tries to antagonize anti-MAGA people? I think I've seen him. He's a white kid, right? Proud Boy. He's too close to people. You know what you do? You just headbutt his ass. Bink. Costello says it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It is pretty out. Shabby. All right, I think I'm caught up with everybody. Dubilo. Frugal Lanista's getting all right. She's like, I wish a mofo would come up to my house. A glass window is no match for somebody who wants to get in. Mark my words. That's true, but windows aren't just windows anymore. The glass is not glass. It's like a plexiglass, and some of them are double paned. They're very difficult to get through, and once you break it, it's not like it's easy to get through. They maintain their structure, so you'll be going through shards of glass. Like, glass windows are just not glass anymore. Shalane Thomason said, no one wants to come in my house unannounced. Wendy says she likes the pizza at Sam's Club. Frugal Anista is saying Costco is kind of hoity-toity to me. We get a free membership because of her husband's job. I think I've gone there a handful of times. I will get gas if I'm close. Hoity-toity, Costco is salt to the earth, Frugal Anista. People that shop at Costco don't shop at Macy's, or maybe they do, but not many. I mean, most people that go to Costco are buying in bulk dad always brought to Costco, I swear to God, every time he went to Costco, when he came home from Costco, hey, Jerry, you need a ketchup? I don't need a ketchup, Dad, right? Because when they sell you ketchup, there's always like 3 ketchups. Jerry, you need a ketchup? Yeah, Dad, I'll take a ketchup. When he bought underarm deodorant at Costco, there's always like 6 in a pack. So every time he came from home from Costco, I always had a fresh ketchup. I had a fresh deodorant. What else did my parents bring me? My dad was always hunting for clothes for me. Every time he found something 3X, he was ecstatic because he could put it on my husky, chunky ass. Jerry, I got you a jacket. Jerry, I got you a shirt. Jerry, try these pants on. Costco's fun. It tickles your brain. There's things for the season in there. Like today, I know they'll have pool supplies and summer things, and for they'll have clothes. Do you know what my mom buys at Costco? Like today, she went there some time ago and she bought a 2X women's pajama set, top and bottom, nice soft material. For who? Her doctor, her cardiologist, who she adores. And I met the lady. She's a sweetheart. But when my mom goes to Costco, she thinks of other people all the time. Jared, look what I picked up for Gloria. Look what I picked up for Dr. Samo. Look what, It's nice to make people happy. That's why I'm so pissed off with this ICE bullshit. Did you see the National Guardsman in Washington, D.C.? Google it. Woman sitting on her front, on the cement in front of her brownstone in Washington, D.C., reading behind her gate. 3 National Guardsmen began to harass her, stepped up on her, grinding up on her, till she had to say, "Get the fuck away from me!" Then they grabbed her, threw her to the ground, hopped on her back. She's like, "I can't, get off of me, get off of me!" These National Guardsmen hogtied her. One proceeded to lay on her while the other 2 went on their fucking phone. Google it and tell me what you see. It's so disturbing. The American public has to demand, who are those 3 National Guardsmen in Washington, D.C.? And they're not National Guardsmen from Washington, D.C. These are National Guardsmen from southern states with the red states, with their biased, hick-ass, stupid behavior. You fucking southern states, you. Newsflash, you lost the Civil War. Newsflash. The Confederate flag should be outlawed. Anyway, I don't want to go on a rant. It's just Monday morning. Roof to the Rescue says a cardiologist who was 2 times proves that food addiction is real. I'm serious, not as smart. My mom isn't good. She's very cool. I did home care. Trying to get some people. Therabob says when he did home care, it was challenging. Can I tell you, when I did home care, I used to love to be out the door by 7 a.m. The night before, the secret to being a successful home care RN is to call the people the night before. The day before, because people go to bed early. So around 5 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock the day before, "Hey, Mrs. Johnson, hey, this is Jerry. I'm going to see your husband tomorrow morning to do his wound care change. How is he doing?" "Good. Can I come over around 8 a.m.? Is that okay? You'll be up at 7? You want me to come that early? What, 7:30? Are you serious? Because I will." "Okay. Can you have your husband make sure in the morning he takes his medications and make sure he takes his pain medication, or at least 2 Tylenol, an hour before I come over. I don't want him to be in pain when I change his dressing. That would be a big help. Thank you, ma'am. I'll see you tomorrow between 7:30 and 8 a.m. All right, bye." That's what you do. You talk to the patients the night before. Tell them, remind them of things. You don't want to go to in the morning or to check their vital signs, and they didn't take their morning meds, and now their blood pressure's all fucked up or whatever. It's customer service. Joe Ma says you never leave Costco with money to spare. It's always $300 to $400. Exactly, always like $300 to $400. That is the. Frugalanista says no. That Cherry Hill and Morristown bunch is nose up in the air. I'm a Sam's Club girl. Oh, see, we go to Mount Laurel. I don't like going into Cherry Hill. They're very into themselves. You know how Frugalanista. You know, people in Cherry Hill are very into themselves. The guys too. They're very driving around their fat Jeeps. Everybody has a Volvo or a BMW or a Mercedes or a Tesla. You know, it's a lot of money in Cherry Hill, and I'm not jealous about them being successful financially. I just think that Cherry Hill people are very into themselves. Yeah, I don't do Sam's Club. Yeah, Dan's a man saying Costco is hoity-toity, but what Frugalanista is saying is that in her area, excuse me, Christy's going to start working for a part-time, she's going to start working part-time at a distributor of security products like locks and door hardware. Jacqueline Smith, our knockout Charlie's Angel, she says she loves the pizza at Sam's Club. Pringles is saying, I need to break in if I'd meet him at the front. Just call if you're coming around. Pringles. Christy's telling Lisa, no, that's what's so crazy. We're in the inner suburbs of St. Louis. This is my childhood home. I never would thought of have to dodge coyotes ever. There's coyotes in St. Louis, Missouri? You guys all seem to love the pizza at Sam's Club. I have never had it. I don't even think, is there still, we don't even have Sam's Club around here. We got BJ's and Costco. Christy's saying Jesus was a man of color. He would get picked up by ICE and detained. It blows my mind how they continue to portray Jesus as a white dude. Jesus had hair of wool. Right? Did he have hair like, right? So he had curly hair. Jesus was Palestinian. He was brown. Jesus was brown, but Mark Reed says, does your mom use the pool? Yeah, when it's hot. She has to come in. She acts like she's a freaking deep sea diver. She always has to put on like a wetsuit. My mom puts on a wetsuit top and her big floppy hat. And in fact, today at BJ's or Sam's or at Costco, I got to get her a new noodle because she likes to walk around with the noodle and lean on it and walk. You know, you're in the pool and you're leaning on the noodle and you're just walking around. She wears a big hat and she wears my mom. When you see my mom in the pool this summer, and you will, she will have a wetsuit on like she's Jacques Cousteau. I'm like, what the hell? I don't know. She's from Brooklyn and she's crazy. She's nuts. My mother, she's nuts. Jonathan Barr says, do you remember Union Market in New Jersey? You could get baked potatoes from there. Near us, there's a farmer's market, Columbus Farmer's Market. The potatoes are amazing. They're crispy on the outside. You put some salt on it and it melts in your mouth. And they put them in a paper bag. A place that sells chicken and these special potatoes. They take the skin off the potato. And then somehow they put butter and something on the outside to make it crusty. And it's crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside. The best potato. When my dad was dying, I went to farmer's market and brought him home some. He loved them. Because I remember, you know, when we were little, he would like them. I like potatoes. Shannon Mitchell says beans are big in the United Kingdom. Yeah, there's food carts in the United Kingdom that sell baked potatoes with shredded cheese, butter, shredded cheese, and beans. And people, nom, 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 nom. Does that sound good? I love baked beans. I love them. Christy went outside to put her lawnmower away, and she saw a coyote. And she lives in St. Louis. Christy's here. Curls is here. Christy is... I love to see Christy. Christy, Curls, C-U-R-L-Z, Curls 1981. If you find her and you have a problem, call her. Just talk to her. Anything. Call her about anything. Her and Jackie, which is Bella Realtor. Those two women on this platform, if you're like, I don't know what to do, they'll go, boop, 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 boop. They'll ask you the right questions. Did you do this? Did you do that? What's this? What's that? And then they'll tell you, well, here's what I think you should do. You don't want someone to tell you the wrong thing. You don't want someone, I would just, fuck that. No, you want someone that's level-headed. You want someone to give you advice that's intelligent. So I'm saying Curls, 1981, and Bella Realtor. Those two ladies right on this platform. Find them. Message them. Jackie, Jerry said I could ask you a question. Christy, Jerry said I could ask you a question. Why have smart friends if you can't use them? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's getting windy out here. I'm going inside. My mom will yell at me. She's going to go, what the hell are you doing out there in the wind? Look at it. When the skies above you should grow dark and full of clouds, and that old north wind begins to blow, oh no, keep your head together and call my name out loud. Soon you'll hear me knocking upon your door. I always get shit on my hat. I don't know what the hell did I put my hat on that I got a stain. That's why I order so many hats. This is a nice light blue hat, now has a brown stain on the head. What the fuck? I can never have anything nice, ever. I can never have anything nice. I ruin things. All right, I'm going inside. You want to go inside? Let's go. Oh. Oh shit. Ah! The wind just caught it. Mother humper. Ah! Down, boy, down. Hey. It's supposed to be it feels like a storm is coming. If you guys said there was a storm yesterday in Ohio, it's probably moving here towards New Jersey. I'll do this later. The weather started acting up. The tiny ship was tossed. If not for the courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. The minnow would be lost. Da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Well, we still have 65 people on with us. It's nice to be inside. It's getting windy out. It's getting windy out there. So this is wet. My clothes are wet. Give me 2 minutes to change. I'll put the morning news on. It'll take me 1 minute to change. And you guys can watch the news. Here we go.
Checked and perfected before it ever reaches you.
I'm going to put on channel 6. ABC. Come on, guys. Here we go.
Congratulations. And thank you. I know you have to feel the vibe of the city. You all have never been hugged so much in your life. But have you had time now for it to sink in a little bit?
A little time, but I don't think it's sunk in yet, for sure. I don't think it's sunk in. But we felt, you see, after the game, Jaylee, you put this towel over your head.
Yeah.
See, I'm old enough to be at the game when your dad was playing, you know? So to see you and your father had that moment together was really special for me. But you put a towel over your head, and it seemed like you just let it go. And a lot of people probably feel like, oh, he had weeks of this building up. It felt like it was years of you had things building up inside of you. What was that moment like for you to be able to just let it go?
I'll say
You know they're gonna clown you.
But it was honestly like a lifetime. Honestly, that's what it felt like, and I knew I had to because I knew that face was probably gonna look crazy on TV. But I think the best part about it is knowing that these guys on my back night in and night out, and so it's made that moment 10 times more special.
Can you talk about the difference Coach Brown made and how he brought you all together?
been great. He's been great. Mike's been great, and what he's been awesome at doing is too is listening to us and just hearing us out and adjusting the game plan as needed.
Yeah.
I think after game 3, his ability to adjust our team offensively and defensively to bring out the best of us speaks volumes to him as a coach, working on the fly, and also just hearing his players out. You know, he always talks about us being a veteran group. Trusting our experience and trusting our mindsets and our intellectual capital.
Yeah, that comes through. And the entire staff, the entire coaching staff. Your dad, Rick, of course, was a player. You remember, I remember. And, of course, he's a current assistant coach. You had that moment, as Michael alluded to. How special is it for you to be able to share this with your father?
I mean, it's really special to be able to share that moment with him. I think I said this a couple of times, but him being a journeyman in the NBA, like, I never really got to be around him consistently. And so over these last 4 years, it's been like the most consistent I've been able to be around my dad. And so it was made the morning 10 times more special.
Yeah, it looked like it. And OG, let's get to you, man. Come on, just smile one time for me. Hey, give us that meme, OG. Give us that meme. That's what I'm talking about. You know, you had the game-winning tip-in, right? In Game 4. Coach Brown called it the most iconic shot in the history of New York basketball, and I think we all can agree that it really was, man. But has the enormity of what that shot sunk in for you yet?
I mean, kind of, yeah, just because we won. Because in the moment, had to get ready for Game 5, so couldn't really, dwell on it or be excited about it. Just had to prepare and, watch the film and just finish that game and move on. So, a little bit, yes.
When it's happening, is anything going through your mind when you're up in the air like that, or is it all instinct?
I was trying to dunk it. Couldn't dunk it, so I just try to, touch it.
Yeah.
But try to make the shot.
That's it. You can't see the fellas behind you right now. They're having a good time. Carl Anthony, come on now, Carl Anthony. But I have to, can I just say how moving it was, how you always pay tribute to your mother, and how you did that after the game as well. Let's talk about what she meant to you.
I mean, everything. To be raised by a strong woman is such a...
I didn't even know they had 12-step meetings for food addiction. How does that go? Hi, I'm Christy, and I love Whoppers. I mean, I'm not making fun, but it is kind of like, food addiction. I don't know. I love food too. Maybe I need to go to a meeting. Those are two of my guys. Here's my other guy. That guy. Over there. Right there. And right there. Thank you for that, Sherry Calloway, my little Irish girlfriend. Sherry Calloway is my Irish girlfriend. Good morning, Tracy and Fred. Wendy's saying rough to the rescue is a pretty woman. I've seen her. She looks like a very young Rosie O'Donnell. I always thought Rosie O'Donnell was pretty. I love Rosie O'Donnell. Love her. Christy is sharing with us that she has a craving for sugar, and she goes to see a food addiction 12-step program. Hi, I'm Jerry. I'm a food addict. I just had 3 Snickers bars before this meeting. No. If there's anybody at this meeting today who's eaten a candy bar, please leave. You got to be at least 2 days sober with no sugar before you can come to a meeting. We don't need any sugar highs in this building. Tracy Von Brock, she's such a good lady. She's she lives up in Sleepy Hollow, Tracy. Her family's very wealthy, and she plays the piano. She rides horses, and she's from the Von Brock family of upstate New York. And she got up this morning at 5 a.m. to say prayers for Titan and then went back to sleep like the little angel she is. We all been praying for Titan. I'm going to ring the bell for Titan. And then I'm going to go outside in 420 because it's a beautiful morning. And hey, listen, wasn't that cool that we got together this morning and it was really sunny and beautiful outside? And then we just saw it get gray and windy. It's nice to be inside after those type of things, right? Sherry Calloway is saying that there's big, big ocean waves here in California at 8-9 feet. Something's happening off the coast of California, that's for sure. Curl says, 20 years in real estate, all levels of property and people, that's a first. I guess sugar, I mean, we really don't need sugar, right? Wendy's saying that she's been 100% sugar-free for the past month. Christy says, those nights alone would make me question breaking in the back. Oh, the pool is not deep. It's, 3 feet. Jerry's wrestling the umbrella. You saw that? I put it down, and the wind goes poof, and the umbrella goes poof. I was like, oh my God, here we go. But the umbrellas are down, and that's what's important. You guys are awesome. I love that that you guys are staying healthy and talking amongst each other. You don't need me for that. I'm glad to be part of your community. Honestly. Lisa's talking about having lowered insurance. Oh, Shalane Thomas is saying, I love Carole King. So I must have been singing Carole King out there. When you're down and troubled and you need a helping hand and nothing is going right. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Karen says, hey group, I have a question. If you would not be using your car for a year, what would you do? Cancel insurance or just lower it? Karen asked me to ask this yesterday. I'm sorry, Karen. I told Karen I would not insure the car, but I wouldn't worry about the battery. Am I wrong? Please give her the proper advice. She's going away for a year down to Florida to take care of her brother. He's dying of cancer. So Karen's going to put her car insurance on hold. That's a given. But she wants to know, should she take out her battery? I don't think it's necessary, but that's just me. I don't know. I'm not a car person. If you want a non-lethal way to handle the coyotes, Rebecca, I'm not the smartest guy on the planet, but I would suggest this. Get a paintball gun. Have you been shot with a paintball gun? I have, dozens of times. I let my son shoot me and empty the whole fucking... I had welts all over me because I wanted to know what it felt like. It hurts. Get a paintball gun and shoot the coyotes in the hiney. Boop, boop, boop. Don't hurt them, but just aim for center mass. Hit them with the paintball gun, and they'll go away. All right, I gotta go upstairs real fast. I hear my mom. I want to go shut the back door because I left it open. Hold on.
Imagine if time disappeared.
Wait, what?
Not like
YouTube.
that, like time evolved.
Yesterday, hours before Donald Trump announced his initial agreement toward ending the war with Iran. We're going to dig into the latest reporting on what's actually in the deal. The devil, as they always say, is in the details. And we don't know yet.
I got to go say good morning to Mom. If you guys don't want to go anywhere, don't. I'm going to put on some Morning Joe, and I'll be right back in like 3 minutes.
After this war than we were at the beginning, but we're going to talk through that with experts and dig into what we know so far. We're also going to bring you the reporting from Maggie Haberman and Jonathan Swan, another explosive report coming from their book on secret memos that showed the White House debating last year suspending habeas corpus for undocumented immigrants and also talking about instituting the Insurrection Act. And which members of the administration were jumping up and down telling the president to do that unconstitutionally. More instances of just pushing right up to the line constitutionally and even going over. We'll give you all of that reporting. And we're going to go through the new polling on the president's approval rating, which continues to plummet as we get closer to the midterm elections. Good morning. Welcome to Morning Joe. It's Monday, June 15th. With us, we have staff writer for The Atlantic, Jonathan Lemire, co-host of the Rest is Politics podcast of BBC's Caddy K, president emeritus of the Council on Foreign Relations, Richard Haas, and columnist and associate editor for the Washington Post, David Ignatius. We're going to talk in 1 minute about the details of the deal. I just want to get first impressions from David and Richard. Okay, wait a second. Okay, before I do that, this is important. Richard, let's run tape of New York City completely losing their head this weekend. Dan, do you have it? Yeah, here we go. So, Richard, as we look at this, I can tell you we have somebody that is new to the Morning Joe team who's actually new to New York City, working in New York City, who, along with the rest of New York, completely lost her mind this weekend and was describing how she ran out after the win and had a party in the streets till 5 a.m. with people that she didn't even know, even though they've been living right by her for years. It didn't look quite like this, I'm sure. But Richard, talk about just what this win meant to New York. I don't know that I've ever seen anything like it.
And this is, Joe, as you know, this is a city that's known for many things, but community may not be one of them. This was as spontaneous and as broad as I've seen. Look, it was 53 years in coming. For me, it's a big chunk of my life. I was in college the last time the Knicks won. And suddenly strangers, people who you'd never talk to, much less touch, much less dance with, this was going on everywhere. There were, I don't know, tens of thousands of things like this. Watch parties that broke out into spontaneous celebrations. I've never quite seen it. You know, Joe, I live in a city, you may have noticed this, where like there's a baseball team that's won a lot of championships. I think you've heard of it, the Yankees, a few times, a football team that plays in New Jersey, the Giants. I've never quite seen this, where a city adopted a team, and I think identified with it. And in part, I think it's because of the nature of the Knicks. This was in some ways the greatest team victory. Not one Knick got a vote I think out of the 50 people who voted for MVP. No Knick made the first All-Star team. Yet, look at this team. What'd they lose? 3 games in the entire playoffs. The differences were remarkable. The comebacks were remarkable. So I just think this was a team that the city identified with, the grittiness, the resilience, and fell in love with.
Well, and Jonathan Lear literally did keep shouting throughout the night, "Kids, get the hell off my lawn," and put up the Boston Celtics flag. And so, but no, it was, from everything I've heard, it's unlike anything a New York scene connected to a sporting event in quite some time, and it was widespread. So we'll keep talking about that throughout the show. But first, David, I want to get your impression, as well as Richard's, on this temporary deal we've reached. And we don't really know exactly what's in it. My concern is, if you look at the language of the deal on nukes, which Donald Trump said this is why he was fighting the war, it is identical, as in plagiarized, as in lifted straight off of Obama's deal. They used the same words. They lifted it off of the Obama deal and put it on this deal on nukes. So the whole idea that Obama was weak on nukes and he's going to be tougher, if you even read the language of this memorandum of agreement, it's identical. Then you can talk about the okay, well, here's Obama's. Iran affirms that under no circumstances will Iran ever seek, develop, or acquire any nuclear weapons. That's July 14th, 2015. Republicans melted down. Donald Trump said it was the worst plan ever, that Iran was going to get a nuclear weapon because of this deal. And this is what Donald Trump says. Iran cannot develop or purchase a nuclear weapon. And actually, it's actually closer than that. I will get it, but it's the identical language. And then you have Donald Trump saying, "Oh, the strait will be open forever for free." Well, no, that's not what the Iranians are saying. There's a 60-day period, and then they expect to start receiving tolls. Regime change. The president had said earlier that we had regime change. Now he's saying he doesn't care about regime change. This regime was tougher than the one before, which was pretty bad. And you can just go down the list of what I'm waiting for, talking about the shoe to drop, is it going to really be reconstruction money for the Islamic Republic of Iran? That sure sounds like it. What's this sanctions relief look like? Because the Trump team told me that Biden giving sanctions relief to the Iranians was the worst thing he ever did. So again, a lot of confusing things. That I hope we have us a good, solid deal that keeps Iran contained. Right now, I'm seeing nothing in here, but that would do that. But maybe you can assure me that I haven't read deep enough into the memorandum of understanding.
So, Joe, it's always a good thing when a conflict ends. This is one that's really harmed the global economy. So, if the Strait of Hormuz is reopened, and that seems to be the basic top line of this deal, that will be a good thing for the global economy. It is a long way to go for what appears to be very little in terms of locked-in promises from Iran. It does look very similar to the JCPOA, which Trump scrapped. Some of the provisions may even be somewhat weaker. It's hard to tell because we're just going to begin those negotiations this week and over the next 60 days. But I think in some ways the thing that's most important but seems most unrealistic in this deal is this idea of a broad change in the Middle East, a process where the U.S. over time, if Iran responds positively, begins to pump development money, not just reconstruction, but to build Iranian businesses, and has a vision for Iran becoming over time a country more like Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates than like the very closed and really impoverished country it's been. If they can do that, if the Iranians are really prepared to make those changes, that would be a significant move into the future. But right now, in terms of what's actually agreed, actually on paper, it's pretty thin. The main achievement is one that I don't want to discount, opening the Strait of Hormuz. But otherwise, not a lot there yet.
My mom is up making coffee. Hey, guys. And she had me put the window panes back in the window. On new windows, window panes are fake. So she washed the windows the other day, and then she asked me to put the panes back in the window. So they look like they have little panes. Sorry I was out so long. She needs to turn her plates in it. You guys are still talking about Karen. Good. Help Karen. She's a sweetheart. She's a big heart. She's going down to take care of her brother in Florida who's dying of cancer. He doesn't want to do any treatments, and he wants to go on hospice. And so Karen is going to be his caregiver. I just can't even listen to this ish auto. Sorry, Root Frugalanista. Am I wrong for saying paintball? To keep a coyote away from you or your dogs? You think it's bad to shoot a paintball gun at it? I hope not. My son shot me with a paintball gun. I covered my eyes and I covered my groin. I put my chin down so he wouldn't hit me in the neck. So I went like this. And I had my hand over my boy, my crotch. He shot me at least 30 times. And the ones in the chest, they hurt, but the ones that hurt the most when you get shot with a paintball gun are the ones that hit you just on the inner thigh. You know that skin and that fat that you have on your inner thigh? Everybody has it unless you're a gymnast. You have that little soft skin on your inner thigh. When a paintball gun hits that, ouch. It's like being bitten. So yeah, so paintball guns are a very good, I think. I want to get a paintball gun. I gave mine back to my son. I had bought it off him the one time he called me in my whole life. Hey, Dad. I'm like, oh, hey, Chris, do you want to buy my paintball gun? I'm like, Jesus, I thought you were calling to tell me you love me. Yeah, I'll buy your paintball gun. So I bought his paintball gun off him. I enjoyed it, but then I just gave it back to him. Paintball guns are great for home deterrent. And I think it would be great for coyotes. Rebecca and Karen are going to get together in Florida. Very cool. That is so cool. Joe Bakey says, can we do paintball on the compound? Yeah, I guess. Are they? Do you guys know about the Strait of Hormuz? You want to see this?
The strait to the ships, to ships carrying oil or goods to that. The strait, yes, will be reopened. That's a good thing. But you'd have to believe in the tooth fairy to think it will remain open unconditionally to all without a toll. I think it's a question of when, not if. Not only do the Iranians start adding a toll, but at some point they'll deny access. Just say there's a new crisis with Israel and a country is shipping arms to Israel. I expect it's quite possible that Iran will close the strait to the ships, to ships carrying oil or goods to that country. So, that's one thing. On the nuclear, where you read the language, it's not just that it's similar. That is
Joe Baker, you'll be allowed to do anything you want. Golf classes, that's true. Somebody has to start the car every month and let it run for 10 or 15 minutes if she's going to keep the battery in. I think that's the solution. Unless she takes the battery out. I don't know. I don't know. Wendy lives in Woodlands, Texas. Frugal Anista says that was my mom's favorite song. When we were stationed in Germany and we had to leave our friends in New Jersey at McGuire Air Force Base, the first time we were stationed there, and we went to Rhein-Main Air Force Base, my mom played Carole King all the time. She was so depressed to be away from her friends. We were all depressed. Germany in the winter is very gray. And we used to play Carole King. You got a friend. Ain't it good to know? Rebecca's sharing that fruits that you have to peel and can't eat the peel have the highest sugar. So what would that be? Oranges. Pineapple. Grapefruit. She's saying fruits that you can peel, but you can't eat the peel have the highest sugar. So what do you eat then? Plums. You can eat the plums, peaches, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries. You can't eat oranges then because oranges are too high in sugar. Orange juice will kill you. Orange juice is nothing but sugar. So you don't eat oranges, obviously, because they have a lot of sugar. Grapefruit, pineapple, what else? Watermelon. You can't eat watermelon skin. Rebecca, I like people that are smarter than me. All right, my loves, I've been on for 1 hour, 53 minutes. I carry my mom upstairs. She just made a fresh pot of coffee. I'm going to go upstairs and have coffee with my mom. And she's excited. We are going to go to Costco today. She doesn't want to cook breakfast, so we're going to go to a diner and have an omelet. We're going to go split an omelet. Crispy home fries, rye toast, delicious. I'll let you guys know how my day goes. I want to hear how your guys go. Sherry Calloway sharing that her grandfather was an artist, Clarence Attridge. He painted some wonderful native pictures. I have one in my hallway that I love. Sherry, I would love to see that. I would love to see your grandfather's painting. I purchased this at a antique shop. I love the frame. I love the topic. It cost me $28. I love this. Doesn't he have a great face? Oh. I'm just sharing my Indians with Sherry Calloway. Her grandfather was an artist, and he used to paint Native American portraits. Corngate. I'm eating corn all summer. You guys you don't even know what you've just done. I am going to eat corn like a mofo all summer. I'm going to be a freaking animal. Prepare yourselves. Prepare yourselves. Oh. Richard Dugans, hey, Richard, fellow Irishman, says, hey, Jerry, I'm in Florida taking care of my 83-year-old mother also. Every time I have to repeat myself, I want to snap. Dude, just know the first time you say something, they're not going to get it. You always have to repeat yourself. And the more patient you are, the better you feel about yourself. I get very angry at myself when I get like, short. No. Be patient with your mom and give her love. I hugged my mom 3 times already upstairs. I said, come here, Mom. And she's not a hugger. She just goes, give her a kiss on the head. Give your mom a hug. I can't hide my feelings, though. My facial expressions say it all. So my mom's like, she can tell if I'm like getting. Be patient. Patience is certainly a virtue. It really is. It's a good thing. And I'm so impatient. But with my mom, I'm patient. She's so loving. She's such a good person. But I know what you mean. You have to repeat yourself all the time. It's not a big deal. But it gets frustrating. Is there a song, Corn? What do you play the song Corn?
Fixed terms that would be beneficial, but what we have really is no more than a promise from Iran.
Of course, we got a 38-second commercial. Anyway, I'm going to get off soon. My mom's upstairs. I got to go have coffee with her. Sherry Calloway's mother used to play basketball in Rochester, New York.
Dog people give their dogs next level protection with NexGard Plus. One and done monthly parasite protection against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms.
Jesus, the commercial.
History of seizures or neurologic disorders. Get next level protection with NexGard Plus.
Here we go. I'm doing what you guys have asked. I'm doing what you guys have asked. I want to get away. I want to fly away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why is this not coming on? Corn. Coming undone. Corn. Another brick in the wall. Is that what you want me to play, Corn? I'll listen to them. I like them already. All right, guys, I got to go upstairs 1 minute. I have 7 seconds till I've been on for 2 hours. So I've been on for 2 hours this morning. I hope everybody has a great Monday. I have to go have coffee with my mom. All right. I love you guys. Sorry, I got to get off. I feel like I'm shutting off. You guys can continue talking if you want. I'm not going to stop your conversation. I have to go upstairs and have. Let me put on Morning Joe for you. How about Jimmy Kimmel? What do you do with the drunken sailor? What do you do with the drunken sailor? What do you do with the drunken sailor? I saw this last week. You want to watch it? I'm going to go upstairs for 20 minutes and have coffee with Mom. These are the 25 forgotten lunch counter sandwiches from the 50s. Some of these are pretty nice sandwiches. Everybody loves sandwiches. I don't know. I'll put on Jimmy Kimmel, but this is from 1 month ago. You don't want to see a Jimmy Kimmel from a month ago. These are sandwiches that were from the 50s.
Thin slices of leftover roast beef shingled across the top. The whole thing drowned in brown gravy ladled from a pot that had been simmering on the back burner since 6 in the morning. Mashed potatoes on the side. This was the blue plate special at lunch counters from Maine to Minnesota. The gravy soaked into the bread until it dissolved into a soft, meaty paste beneath the beef. You ate it with a knife and fork, not your hands. It cost about 45 cents, and it was the closest thing to a home-cooked dinner that a working man could get at noon on a Tuesday. The roast beef was cooked Sunday night, sliced Monday morning, and served through Wednesday. Nothing was wasted. The gravy was made from the drippings. The bread was yesterday's loaf. This sandwich ran on the economics of leftovers and the genius of stretching a single roast across an entire work week. Number 12, the egg salad sandwich. Hard-boiled eggs chopped fine with a fork, never a knife, mixed with Hellmann's mayonnaise, a pinch of salt, a grind of black pepper, and sometimes a whisper of celery salt or a teaspoon of sweet pickle relish, spread thick on soft white bread. This was the lunch counter sandwich that smelled like every school cafeteria and church basement in America. Eggs cost about 60 cents a dozen in 1955. A single sandwich required 2 eggs and cost the counter almost nothing to produce. They sold it for 20 cents and made a profit that kept the lights on. The filling was pale yellow, creamy, and mild. It offended no one. Children ate it. Grandmothers ate it. Construction workers ate 2 of them with a bowl of soup and called it a full meal. Egg salad was the Switzerland of the sandwich board. Completely neutral, universally accepted. When lunch counters closed, egg salad retreated to gas station coolers in plastic triangles that bore no resemblance to what the counter girl made fresh every morning. Second pattern break. Here is where the food industry changed everything. In 1954, Ray Kroc walked into a McDonald's in San Bernardino, California, and saw the future. By 1960, fast food chains were opening at a rate that made lunch counters obsolete almost overnight. The hamburger cost 15 cents. It came in a paper wrapper. You did not sit down, you did not wait, you did not talk to anyone. The lunch counter sandwich could not compete with that speed. But here is the thing nobody mentions. It was never trying to. The lunch counter was not selling food. It was selling a seat at a counter, a cup of coffee that never went empty, and 30 minutes of being treated like a regular in a world that was getting bigger and more anonymous every day. Fast food sold calories. Lunch counters sold belonging. We chose the calories, and every sandwich on that grease pencil board disappeared because we stopped sitting down long enough to
I'm going to go see Mom for 20 minutes and have coffee with her. This is a nice thing. Look at grilled cheese sandwich.
Not the artisanal sourdough and Gruyere version, the original. 2 slices of white bread, buttered on the outside with 2 slices of Kraft American cheese in the middle, pressed flat on a hot griddle until the bread turned golden and the cheese melted into an orange river that sealed the edges shut. This was the single most ordered sandwich at Woolworth's lunch counters nationwide. It cost 20 cents. Children ate it after shopping with their mothers. Adults ate it alongside a bowl of tomato soup for the most iconic lunch combination in American history. The sound of that sandwich hitting the griddle, the hiss of the butter, the smell of toasting bread and melting cheese, that was the soundtrack of every Five and Dime in the country. When the last Woolworths closed in 1997, a version of the grilled cheese survived at every diner in America. But the original, made on that flat commercial griddle by a woman who pressed it down with a spatula until the cheese wept out the sides, that version is gone. Number 10, the chicken salad sandwich, leftover roast chicken, pulled from the bone by hand, chopped with celery and bound with mayonnaise and a squeeze of lemon juice, served on white toast with a leaf of lettuce. This was the lunch counter sandwich that women ordered when they wanted something that felt light and civilized during a day of shopping. The chicken was never dry because it came from a whole bird that had been roasted with the skin on, and the dark meat went into the salad along with the white. The celery added a crunch that made the whole thing feel fresh. A chicken salad sandwich at a tea room counter cost about 35 cents and came on a plate with a garnish of parsley that nobody ate, but everyone appreciated. The filling was mixed in small batches every morning. By 2 in the afternoon, it was gone. Today, chicken salad comes pre-made in plastic tubs from a factory somewhere, and it tastes like nothing your grandmother would recognize. Number 9, the hot turkey sandwich. Open-faced, just like its roast beef cousin, but with sliced turkey breast over white bread, smothered in turkey gravy, and served with a scoop of mashed potatoes and a spoonful of cranberry sauce on the side. This was the day after Thanksgiving sandwich that lunch counters served from November through March. Turkey was cheap in the winter months. The gravy was made from the carcass. The cranberry sauce came from a can and cost a dime. The whole plate looked like a holiday dinner compressed onto an oval dish. Men ate it with a fork and loosened their belts afterward. It cost about 50 cents, and it was the most satisfying lunch you could buy between Thanksgiving and Easter. When lunch counters disappeared, the hot turkey sandwich retreated to a handful of diners in New England and the upper Midwest, where it survives today as a relic ordered by people who remember what lunch used to mean. Number 8, the BLT, bacon, lettuce, and tomato on toasted white bread with mayonnaise. 3 strips of bacon fried until the fat went translucent and the edges curled crisp. Iceberg lettuce, cold and crunchy from the icebox. A thick slice of summer tomato, red and dripping with juice. This was the sandwich that tasted best in August, when the tomatoes came from a garden and the bacon came from a local butcher, and the whole thing cost less than 30 cents to put on a plate. The BLT was the lunch counter's only concession to freshness. Everything else was cooked, canned, or processed. But the BLT demanded a real tomato, and when you got one, there was nothing better. The bacon grease soaked into the toast. The mayo made everything slide. The lettuce cracked when you bit down. It was architecture. Every layer mattered. The BLT still exists, of course, but the lunch counter version, made with 3 ingredients at their peak by someone who sliced that tomato 30 seconds before it hit the bread, that version is nearly extinct. Third pattern break. Here is what vanished along with these sandwiches. The lunch counter stool, that chrome and red vinyl spinning seat bolted to the floor on a single pole. Children spun on them while their mothers ordered. Men sat on them with their elbows on the Formica counter, reading a folded newspaper. The stool was designed so you could not get comfortable. You were supposed to eat and leave. That was the unspoken contract. But people lingered anyway. They lingered because the woman behind the counter asked about their kids. They lingered because the man 2 stools down worked at the same plant. They lingered because for 30 minutes between morning and afternoon, that lunch counter was the closest thing to a neighborhood living room that American public life had ever produced. We did not just lose sandwiches, we lost the room where they were eaten. Number 7, the tuna salad sandwich. Canned tuna, drained and flaked with a fork, mixed with mayonnaise, diced celery, and a squeeze of lemon. Spread on white bread or stuffed into a soft roll. This was the Friday sandwich in Catholic neighborhoods across the country when meat was off the table and fish took its place. A can of bumblebee tuna cost about 25 cents in 1955. It made 3 sandwiches. The lunch counter version came with potato chips and a pickle, and the whole plate cost about a quarter. The filling was mild, slightly sweet from the mayonnaise, with enough celery to keep it interesting. Tuna salad sandwiches were packed into lunch boxes, served at hospital cafeterias, and stacked under glass at every bus station counter between New York and Chicago. It was the sandwich of obligation, eaten because the calendar demanded it, but loved because it was actually good.
You haven't seen the sun in days. So at this point, it'd be easier to just fly to it. Go on, book it. It's easy. Booking.com. Booking.yeah.
Bid Sparse Browser June with Phobra by Royal Paris.
Bridal shower last week, girls brunch next week. But this Sunday afternoon is
A real time.
and new FanDuel Casino players get 500 bonus spins and $50 in casino bonus, which means more spins on Love Island Unlocked. So let a bonus round pull you for a chat. Or couple up with a date night boost, because thrill time is bonus time on FanDuel Casino. New players get 500 bonus spins and $50 in casino bonus.
Disney's Lilo and Stitch is now streaming on Disney Plus.
Come here, boy. He is your responsibility. Got it? We promise.
The global phenomenon has finally landed on Disney Plus.
He's so cute and fluffy. I'm so glad I found you.
Disney's Lilo and Stitch, now streaming on Disney Plus.
Number 6, the chopped liver sandwich. In Jewish delis from the Lower East Side to the suburbs of Long Island, chopped liver was as essential as breathing. Chicken livers sautéed with onion, mixed with hard-boiled egg, and chopped until the whole thing became a rough, spreadable paste, served on rye bread with a schmear of mustard. The flavor was rich, earthy, and deeply savory, iron and fat and caramelized onion in every bite. A chopped liver sandwich cost about 35 cents, and it was the appetizer, the main course, and the statement of identity all in one. Grandmothers argued about whose recipe was definitive. Delis built reputations on theirs. The sandwich was so central to Jewish American food culture that, what am I, chopped liver, became an expression meaning, don't overlook me. Most Americans under 40 have never tasted it. The delis that made it are closing one by one, and the recipe is leaving with them. Number 5, the club sandwich. 3 slices of toasted white bread, turkey, bacon, lettuce, tomato, and mayonnaise layered between them, cut into 4 triangles and held together with frilled toothpicks. This was the most expensive sandwich on most lunch counter menus, about 50 to 65 cents, and it was the
24 people. Do you find it interesting? I saw this whole thing last week.
The triple-decker construction
Hold on.
made it feel like an event. The toothpicks made it look architectural. Every layer was visible from the side, a cross-section of American abundance. The club sandwich supposedly originated at a gentleman's club in the late 1800s.
Yo.
But by the 1950s,
So I had coffee with my mom. Thanks for being patient.
it was the
22 people just hung out. That is freaking cool. I hope you guys are the still ones talking amongst each other, because that's how. But isn't this interesting that we're just? I'm going to put it on hold. About all the different sandwiches. Now they were just talking about the club sandwich. There was some sandwiches I saw that had used relish. Anyway, hear my bell? It's slow because it's a so it just went 8 times because right now it's 8:20. So I'm sure the bell just rang 8 times. I'm going to make it 8:20. Anyway. See, 8. Fucking raising them, buddy. You're a pain in the ass, legs. Jesus. Oh, all right. I'm going to see if you guys are even talking to each other. If you want to talk to me, I don't mind being the third party and just watching you guys have your own conversations. It actually makes me feel very comforting to know that you guys are all talking amongst each other about things that, that you care about each other. That's what this platform is all about. Yo, forgotten lunch counter sandwiches. I love this shit. Mom and I are leaving for the diner at 10 a.m. So I have an hour before I got to get ready. And what's my day? I'm going to Costco with my mom after we go to the diner and have an omelet. Think of a better time to go to a diner than 10 a.m. There is none. There's not a better time. 6, 7, 8, 9 people are still there. 10? Not so many, I would think. Yeah, I'm going to have a Western omelet with cheese, crispy home fries, rye toast, and I'm going to have a nice bowl of SOS, shit on a shingle. It's like creamy. It's not good for you at all, but I love it. And then we're going to burn those calories off and go walk at Costco. We got to get milk. We need bottles of water for the outside refrigerator. We need eggs. We need fruit. Whatever. I'll share with you what we get at Costco. You want to hang out with me at Costco? I'll bring you to Costco. I want you guys to know that this crazy shit in our country is going to come to an end. Let's at least know that, stay upbeat, and let's start enjoying our lives now so that when he does go away, we're already in step. We've already been being happy and healthier and kinder and watching out for each other and having more friends. I have a few dear friends, but you guys have become my friends. So hopefully you guys are all becoming friends too. That's not a small thing, I don't think. If you can find a friend, that's a beautiful thing. If you find one person that you could be good friends with, that's amazing. My best friends, I really have 2 best friends, but 3 good friends. My friend James, I love him. I've known him since high school. He's so busy doing other things. I love James in my life. He's my good, dear friend, but he's not my best friend. My best friend is Oren Joyner, who's black, and Jimmy Steinhagen, who's white. Jimmy is a big guy. He works groceries for Whole Foods. He's been there he's a smart guy. He's run the Philadelphia Whole Foods, and now he runs the other Whole Foods. He's a very good person, really good person. And I've been friends with him since I've been friends with Jimmy since 1998. And then my best friend, Oren, who's black, he's like the black version of me. He's a block-headed, thick guy, and he is a fireman, fire chief over in Philadelphia. We became friends in the 72nd AES Medical Evacuation Squadron back in 1991. We became friends. I flew with him a few times. Our mission was simple, just to leave New Jersey, go over to Germany, pick up the wounded, or any PAX, they call them, PAX, and bring them home. Families, military personnel, anyone that was coming back to the United States, they would come back on a Sunday night. So we would leave for Germany on Friday evening as the sun was starting to set. We would leave for Germany, go across the Atlantic, spend the night in the Azores sometimes, or fly straight into Germany, and then we would spend Saturday in Germany having a nice day. Eating, looking at the towns, just, some people used to go to a sauna. I was all about the food, and actually drove on the Autobahn with two nurses. I never went over 120 miles an hour before. That was freaking amazing. And then you spend Saturday in Germany, and then we would leave on Sunday morning early, pack everybody up and come back to New Jersey, and land in New Jersey as the sun was setting on Sunday night. So you leave on Friday night and you come back Sunday night. That was the mission. Oh. Man, I had a nice morning with you guys already. It was nice. So Rebecca's saying Costco is the only one of 3 that never discounts memberships. I do Costco. It's closest, literally across the street from the Daytona 500 track. You're the Daytona 500 track down in Florida? I've driven down there. I've been down there. Rebecca. Bob left. You guys are all, everyone have a great day. I've got to run and pay them. Bye, Thera Bob. Wendy, that's nice, man. I have to lose 40 pounds. I know that. I mean, I'm a very good 265, 270. If I get below 270, it's not good. I'm very good at 265. So 35, I have 45, I have 50 pounds to lose. So Wendy, you could do 20 pounds in 2 months. Tracy Von Brocht. Who is Carla? Carlos, put something so I can talk to you. Tracy, going to work. Post something so I can talk to you, okay, Tracy? Carlos and Tracy chilling. I've never used anything to lose weight other than diet and exercise. The only time I lost weight was playing sports. When I was boxing, I lost some weight. Too much weight. Oh, I came on to say hi, so I'm just going to leave. Toasted poison. Oh, you guys are all talking about food. Oh, now I know why you guys are talking about losing weight, because I just had a thing on for a few minutes on Diner, the top forgotten 25 sandwiches. Makes you want to eat, right? I found, listen, this is the secret. This is the secret. I just did exercises this weekend for the first time in months, hanging out with you guys. I just did the kettlebell. I didn't do a lot of it, but I did a little bit of it. You could see what I did. You could see what I did. basic stuff with the kettlebell. If you were following me this weekend, that was the first time in months that I have done any lifting at all and done anything physical, right? So I'm back on. It's summertime. It's June something. You guys do the same thing. When I do exercises in the morning with the pool, get your kettlebell, and I'll do kettlebell exercises with you. What I'm saying is enjoy a nice meal each day, one nice meal. Supplement the rest of the day with fruit and fresh vegetables to snack on. That's the secret. And your meal usually should have a nice protein. And I know I'm cheating today because I'm having potatoes and rye toast. That's okay. And I'm going to go walk Costco with my mom. And then when I come back, I might do some kettlebell. Some kettlebell. Ding, 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 ding. Some kettlebell. And we'll do some exercises together. You can eat what you want. Just get off your ass and do things, which is not always easy. Going for a walk alone and figure out where you're going to walk and shit. That's why having a kettlebell is smart. And why should I use a kettlebell? I like dumbbells, whatever. Kettlebell to me, it makes you stay symmetric. You know, I think. So yeah, don't be pumped up, man. We're going to have a healthy, good summer. We are going to have a great summer. We are going to have a great summer. Say it. We are going to have a great summer. We're going to have an amazingly healthy, productive, strong summer. We're going to enter the fall shining, 30 pounds lighter, 40 pounds lighter. When we enter September, in 3 months, June, July, August. Hear the bell? My clock. It means it's 8:30. Oh, Lord. We're going to have a great year. Somebody on the platform, my friend Bianca, sent me this from the Netherlands. She's on our platform. Is that so cool? So I put a copper liner in it so I don't drink out of aluminum. It's healthier. So this is my thing. If you ever see me at a Renaissance fair, I'll be drinking from this. Who wants to fight? When's the jousting start? Oh, shit. Oh, my God. I have to make myself laugh because you guys are not talking to me. No one's talking to me. I don't give a shit. I love that you guys are talking amongst each other. Can I add your channel, Tracy, my sweetheart? Damn, Carlos is, he's running it here. I don't know who, do I know Carlos? Does anybody know Carlos? You guys, you know what I think the first thing with weight loss? Cleanse out your system. I did it twice last week. I did a 24-hour fast and I did a 30-hour fast. You just got to stay hydrated because there's toxins in your body that build up. And if you do any fasting and you're not hydrated, it could have put a lot of pressure on your liver and your kidneys, all those impurities, trying to get out at once because your body's going ape shit because you have no sugar in your system. I love talking this too. I'm reading everything you're saying about cholesterol, sugar. Let me just tell you this. Fat is not bad. Being fat isn't good. Ingesting fat with your proteins is not bad. They have everybody thinking it's bad. It's not. And cholesterol, go ahead, start taking statins and drying up your cholesterol and drying up your lipids. Go ahead. You know what happens? You get dementia. Be very cautious with all this statin bullshit. Cholesterol is cholesterol. Unless you got a closure, cholesterol isn't going to kill you. In fact, cholesterol, I think, do your own studies. Just do your own studies. I'm just saying fat isn't bad. Sugar is bad. In the 90s, they all jacked us up. Fat-free, fat-free, fat-free. And I was like, oh, shit, it's fat-free. And you're eating a tasty cake or some shit. Guess what? It was loaded with sugar. It's fat-free, but it's loaded with sugar. Why do you think today everybody has anxiety, anger issues? They can't sleep. They can't get sexually strong because of the fucking sugar. I'm reading everything you guys are saying. I'm reading everything you guys are saying. And I agree. I love your conversation. But I think it started off because I was showing you this diner food and you start talking. I mean, you were watching this?
Butter and jelly. Not the cold version children ate from lunchboxes.
I remember, do you remember having a grilled peanut butter and jelly? Grilled?
Jelly, spread on white bread.
It's
then
good.
Grilled on the flat top in butter, exactly like a grilled cheese. The heat melted the peanut butter into a warm, flowing river. The jelly turned almost syrupy. The bread crisped golden, and the butter gave it a richness that transformed a children's snack into an actual meal.
I mean, that's a night, right? Can you imagine? It doesn't take much to have a grilled peanut butter and jelly. And what would you have with a green? What kind of Campbell's soup? If you had grilled cheese, what goes with that? Tomato soup. That's a gimme. Wonder if you had a grilled peanut butter and jelly sandwich, grilled with butter on each side, crispy, nice. It's melted. You could have a little cup of chicken noodle soup with your peanut butter and jelly. Now the patty melt. My mom loves these. My mom loves patty melts. Patty melt. That's a patty melt. It's like a grilled cheese with a hamburger and grilled onions. That's a patty melt. Grilled cheese, grilled onions with a nice hamburger, and that's a patty melt. Anyway, I better turn this off because I'm starting to get hungry. Oh, my God. Protein is important, of course, but don't do fat-free. You need fat. Your brain is nothing but fat. When someone calls you a fathead, it's because you got a fat head, but there's nothing but fat. Our brains are fat. So when they went fat-free and put all the sugar in the food in the 90s, now it's 30 years later, everybody's jacked up. They're on anger issues. They're on anxiety medications. They can't sleep. They're insomnia. They don't have strong... They don't have their strength. And they're brittle. Everybody's brittle. Everybody's brittle. You know why? Because they're fat-free. You need to eat fat. And I think they're going crazy with the cholesterol. They dry you up. You start to become brittle. So what happens? Your cholesterol is under control, but your anxiety, your anger issues, your attention issues, your sleeping issues, your sexual strength, your motivation, you're unhappy. So this summer, let's lose the 35 pounds together. What say ye? It's June what? 14th? We got half the month of June. We got all of July. When we hit August, everybody should be down 20 pounds, at least, if we're going to do this right. I'll weigh myself tomorrow morning. I ask you to do the same. Weigh yourself tomorrow morning. Write it down. Date, weight. And let's get serious about this shit. And let's weigh ourselves every Tuesday for the next month. Don't weigh yourself every day. You drive yourself nuts. Once a week. That's my thought. I know from experience. Only proteins, fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, and proteins. Cut down on the dairy. Cut down on the alcohol. Not everybody can. You want a glass of wine here and there or some beer on a Friday afternoon, well, knock yourself out. But from a daily basis, everybody should be exercise together every morning. We will exercise together every morning. We'll do half squats with the kettlebell. We'll do raises with the kettlebell. We'll do triceps with the kettlebell. We'll do twists with the kettlebell. We'll do between the legs and up with the kettlebell, which is supposed to be great for your obliques and your thighs and your ass. It's like hiking a ball. You let the ball, the kettlebell swing between your legs, and the momentum of the ball gives you a nice stretch. Then you come up, and you bring the kettlebell up in one motion, and it'll work our stomachs. Everything, right? So we'll do those. We'll do those every day. Maybe we'll take a break on Sundays. Or Saturday. We'll take a break on Saturdays. We'll get through this summer, man. I'm just saying it's going to be a really healthy, good summer. And it's too freaking nice. Oh, the sun came back out. We came in. It was gray outside. It was gray outside and the wind was picking up and the tiny ship was tossed. If not for the spirit of the fearless crew, the minnow would have been lost. I love being dumb. If not for the courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. The minnow would be lost. The ship's aground on the shore of this uncharted desert isle with Gilligan, the skipper too, the millionaire and his wife, the movie star, the professor and Marianne, here on Gilligan's Isle. Oof, my left thigh is freaking aching. But I feel good. I exercised this weekend. I can feel my muscles coming back. We are going to have a healthy summer, my friends. Healthy summer. Tomorrow morning, we start. Okay? Look how pretty it is outside. How's it going, Captain? All right? Thank you. Sergeant? Yes. How are you? Good. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Yeah, we're gonna do kettlebell stuff right up on the deck tomorrow. We'll do some on the deck. And I'm gonna hop in the pool a little bit. So, how's everybody doing? Morning weight before coffee or food is your truest weight, says Rebecca. Wendy says, I love to eat a good patty melt too. I love that you guys were watching that. It's on YouTube. The top 25 forgotten sandwiches. Or I love that. It's Americana. You know? Look how pretty it is. Look at this. Oh, it's good to ground yourself. I'm going to do a test right now. I'm going to take you guys off of my Wi-Fi and go clear and see if I can still keep you, because I'm going to walk away from the house now. I want you to stay with me. Jonathan Barr, CMOS. Mom and I are going to Costco today. I'm so glad that you just brought up the CMOS. Let me find a pleasant view for you guys in the back here. I got the tripod out. There we go. Jonathan Barr says he takes CMOS. We were just talking about iodine the other day, right? Iodine is good support for the thyroid. So if iodine is a good support for your thyroid, sea moss must contain iodine, shouldn't it? It's my belief sea moss does contain iodine. So I am going to purchase sea moss today. Thank you, Jonathan Barr. I've known about sea moss for a while. I haven't ingested it. What am I getting today also? B12, B complex, D3. I got to pick up some magnesium so I can sleep at night, 400 milligrams. I got to pick up some melatonin, chewable, 5 milligrams, so I can sleep. Helps me sleep. And then what else? What else? I haven't been taking a good multiple. I haven't. But maybe I should go get a multiple. Sea moss. Probiotic. I haven't been taking probiotic either. I haven't had to. Stay with me. We're gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna walk around front, and I'm just right now I'm talking to you on my backyard. I'm gonna walk to the front yard. I'm gonna look at some flowers that have bloomed, and I am going to ground. I'm grounding. I'm walking barefoot on Mother Earth. I'm getting all the electrons that she has to offer me. Walking barefoot outside is a nice thing. It feels good. It reduces your inflammation in your body. Now these tiger lilies just blew up overnight, and so did these other flowers that I purchased. I think they're called, I want to say Italian tulips. Something. You'll tell me what they are. Tell me what these are. And these tiger lilies just popped up. There's a bird out here. He goes beep 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 beep. Doot 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 doot. A little show off. Is that pretty? Doot 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 doot. Make sure I'm not losing you guys. What bird is that? It's right behind me. Listen to it. Listen to it. It's going beep, 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 beep. Do you hear that? Oh, what a beautiful day, guys. I hope you guys have a great day. I like hanging out with you this summer. We're going to hang out. Come and go, whatever. But the mornings is our... It's showing off. bird's not moving. I like that bird. I don't know what it is, but I love the bird. This is sad. I gotta fix this. I need to get a piece of wood because this isn't chiming. So my goal today is to find a round piece of wood. Ding, 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 ding. Someday, I'm going to donate that statue. My dad was a big proponent of being educated and being informed, and my dad was just a great guy. Anyway, I want to dedicate this statue to the local county library someday. I'll pay to have a nice cement platform. I'll pay to have this place there, and I want to, I don't know, start a scholarship fund or something for my dad. Maybe some good kid could get $10,000 every year or something. But that likes to read. My dad always read. My dad was always reading. Always. My dad always had a book in his hand, I swear. Why do I do this? Jerry, why do you walk around and just show the sky and just be outside? Do you know why? I'm a retired RN. I know there's people that are going to be on our platform that are currently on or going to join us. They can't get outside. For whatever reason, they're not able to ambulate, get around and stuff. So guess what? I'll be your huckleberry. Hang out with me. It does me good to walk around. And if you, hopefully it'll motivate you to go outside for a little bit each day. At one time during the evening, like when's the best time that you like being around in your neighborhood? Go outside for an hour. Is it the early morning, 6 a.m.? Is it an evening? Is it at noon? Like when's the best time to walk around your neighborhood? This is my parents' home. I can go anywhere I want walk where I want. I love going out in the morning. That's why I start early with you guys. We have a nice morning together. I enjoy our mornings. But the pollen is out right now. Ugh. Someone told me you guys see it in a different way. I'm going to turn this around so you can see it the way I see it, I guess. I guess I should be knowing what you guys are looking at. I'm always turning the phone around. The grass looks pretty, doesn't it? Nice. I never come on this side of the house. Because of the size of the house, this is like the shadiest spot around. This whole side is shade. Shade is a nice thing. Oh my gosh. And why do I go out early like you guys and hang out in the morning like this? Because the sun's not as intense. Early in the morning, I can be outside with you guys in the pool and not feel like I'm doing some harm to myself. Because sun is not my friend. Sun is not your friend either. You got to use sunscreen. You got to wear a hat. You got to be in the shade. Everything. You got to be cautious. And if you're a parent, you got to be cautious with your kids so they don't get sunburn. You know, we could have a healthy summer, we just got to stay healthy. And part of that is taking care of your skin, not getting sunburn. And of course, everything else, we got to be healthier, eating, and we got to exercise every day. We got to do something. And I'm going to do that with you guys in the morning. It gives me accountability and it's good for you. I did some push-ups off the steps the other day before I came on. Did some squats, half squats, little things. If we do it consistently, we should benefit from it, yes? If we're consistent, we should benefit. So let's remain consistent. Tomorrow morning, we're going to start. What time is it? Let's see, I'm going to put this... I did put the tripod on the grass before, and because it's not I don't want to open it up all the way because I trip over the legs. I'm keeping it closed. I'm going to keep it here. When I come out with you guys, I like this, right? Talk to you. The sun's not too crazy. So see, that's what I'm placing the tripod on. Guess I go on the other side if I really wanted to stay out of the sun. Because it's hitting that time. What time is it? I think it's probably around 10:30. Am I right? No. It's probably around 9:30. Because it looks like the pool has another hour of shade. See, that's why I hang out here in the morning, because I got the shade, thank God, from these trees over here. So that's it. I am a shade-seeking mofo. What was Bruce Lee's favorite drink? Water. Joe Moss says it's 2 p.m. in London right now. 2 p.m., Joe? I guess we'd be having fish and chips, right? Wendy says it's 9 a.m. Cool. Good. Mom and I aren't leaving until she wants to leave at 10. This is a great time to go to a diner, 10 a.m. All right, I just want to take you outside. I'm sorry if I'm not reading everything you're saying. It's hard to walk and to show you things and to read. I just wanted to get you guys out of your zone. I wanted you to get out of your own heads and hang out with me in my yard or my parents' yard. My mom and dad's home. I just wanted to get you out of your head and hang out with me. I want to get out of my own head. So I walk around too. This is doing me good to be outside, walking barefoot on the grass with you. Right? There's 37 of us. I mean, that's pretty cool. Stacy Stoltz, I'll see you tomorrow. Stacy said, get out of the sun. Jerry, you're such an idiot. The birds are going crazy out here. Joe Ma just had his afternoon fish and chips. Joe, are you near Karen Harriman? I don't know if you are. If you're in Leicester, right? Leicester? I think that's where I'm going to go. I think I'd like to visit you guys first and then go to Ireland. I want to go to Dublin and then I want to head down to County Wexford. Perhaps you guys can guide me. I don't mind taking a ferry, a little hop here and there. Like, I should be able to have mobility from London or from England to Ireland should be very fun, right? I'm looking forward to it. So, Joe Ma, thanks for staying up on me and being my friend from England. We got Karen Harriman, too. He's our buddy. And he's a retired police in the United Kingdom. Hans Renson says, Jerry, it is 15:03 in Denmark right now. Is that cool? Hans is from Denmark talking to us. What? I'm not going to lie. This is my favorite area of the house, of the yard. It's right back here. If I could build a little cabin, I would build it right here. Right? Is this a cool spot? I love this spot. I don't know. Stay in the shade. There, now I'm in the shade. I made the legs bigger on the tripod. I was trying to get by with just it being like that, but I really have to have them like this. Geez, now I can talk to my holding on to this this thing. There's a lot of wind noise. Yo, Mero. Joe Moss says it's very easy to go from England to Ireland. $45. What? Yo, dude. Joe Ma. I'm always usually very giving. I'm the one that usually gives. To be invited over there is nice. I don't want to impose on you or Karen. If I were to stop by and you wanted me to stay, I would stay 2 nights. That would be it. Or I don't have any problem getting me a nice little hotel in your town. Because I talk to everybody anyway. I'll meet a lot of people no matter where I go. And I don't want to take advantage of your friendship. So I have no problem staying on my own. That's how I am. I understand a lot of taverns in England and Ireland, in the downtowns, they have rooms for rent. You know, for 1 or 2 nights, like that's perfect. I'm looking forward to it. That's why I want to get fit too. I want to do this at the end of August. So going to Ireland 40 pounds lighter would be good for me. And my mom's, I don't have to hear, I want to do it for her too. She's like, she wants a healthy son. I need to be healthier. I have too much belly right here. I got a good body underneath this walrus shell. But I do feel good. We did do some kettlebell stuff. You were with me. I didn't do a lot. I just did some on Saturday and Sunday. And I can feel it. My muscles are like, damn, Jerry, about time. Start using us. You know? And here's another thing when it comes to being fit or being healthier. The more muscle you have, so us doing the kettlebell and some push-ups and leg lifts and just being more toned will burn, and plus burn more calories to lose weight. But here's the thing, when you think about this is why it's so important to stay active. If you just laid on the couch all day and didn't move around, like a lot of us have during COVID, and you get older and you get whatever, down, you're not active enough. If you're not moving your body around, utilizing your muscles, your thighs, your calves, your ass, walking about, being around, doing shit. If you're not using your muscles in your body, guess what? If you're just laying there, your heart has to do all the work to circulate your blood. Think about it. But when you are doing your muscles and you're flexing and you're doing shit, it makes your blood flow. It makes your blood flow because you're contracting and moving your muscles. So what does that do? It takes the pressure off your heart. I never thought of it like that till this past year. So I'm at the end of my thing. This is like do or die. If I continue on the path I am, and I was to get any heavier or whatever, I'm gonna die young. If I can go the other path, which is I hope to do, which I'm gonna do this summer with you, let's all lose 40 pounds this summer. Let's lose 35 pounds this summer. Why not us? It's designed for us. So that should be our focus. And what did Rebecca say? Weigh yourself in the morning before you've even had your coffee. First thing you get up. Oh, Lord. We're going to have a healthy summer, guys. I'm tired of not feeling good. I'm so tired of not feeling good. And when I found out about that theory, right? I was like, man, you're not doing your heart any good by resting. The more you use your muscles, you take the pressure off your heart. And when you think of it like that, it's common. It makes you want to move around. That's all. It's for me anyway. It kind of woke me up. I'm like, damn. When you're not moving your ass around, your heart's doing all the work. Saying, man, I wish this fucking guy would move. Christ. And then you start to move, and now it takes the pressure off your heart. I don't know. Did? Okay. My mom, I told you, what did she say? Jerry, we're going to go to a diner, right? Well, she changed her mind. We're not going to a diner. She wanted to make me something to eat. I was just about to go downstairs and get ready to go to the diner. Whatever Mom says, I'll do. So she made something for me to eat for this morning, right? Jerry, you spoiled bastard. There's a chipmunk. Thanks, Ma. So we're not going to go to Costco?
Yeah, we are, but it's going to be too late if we go for breakfast first.
Okay.
And but we're going to get a hamburger later, so I'm not giving you bread.
Bread, okay. Thank you, son. Thank you, Ma.
Oh, there could be bugs in there.
Yeah, there's no bugs in here.
That umbrella, sometimes spiders fall out.
Okay, so here's what my mom brought out for me to have. A fried egg. She brought me out a fried egg and 2 chicken sausage, pieces of chicken sausage. No bread. Yes, sir.
No rush, we'll leave at 11.
Okay. I am. So now my mom just told me no rush, we're leave at 11. So we're going to Costco at 11 now. I'm sitting outside having a breakfast she just made for me. We just were talking about eating healthier, and I don't have any bread. I really should have some fruit to accompany this. And after I eat this, I'm going to have some blueberries, and that's it. Then we'll have lunch later, and that'll be it for me for the day. I won't eat at dinner. Right? Anyway, do you mind me eating in front of you, or do you guys want to go somewhere? Go somewhere. If you... It's not like I'm eating corn on the cob. Oh, you people. Oh. Chicken sausage. It's tasty. I like it. Are you one of those people when you eat with the proper etiquette that you take a little slice, you set down your fork and knife, you eat that one piece, and then you cut another piece? That's how we had to eat at the academy. You had to say one piece, and you could only do 10 or less chews. If you choose more than 10 chews, you got in trouble. You got yelled at because you were being a pig and your bite was too big. So you had to swallow after 10 chews. So it encouraged you not to have big portions throwing in your mouth. But what I'm saying now as an adult, thank you, Mom. Delish. So we'll leave at 11? All right. What I wanted to say was, I find myself, I cut my food at one time. I mean, is that wrong etiquette? Look. I look like I'm about to feed a toddler, but can't you cut your food up early at one time? I don't know. I like to cut my food up once. Is that bad etiquette? Hans, I did not know that. So if you don't walk, are you doing any, anything? I would think that would be important. Even if you have, Hans is showing that he has multiple sclerosis and he hasn't walked in about 2 years. His wheelchair is necessary for him, so he can't get up and walk. But you can still move your upper body around, I would say, Hans, to take the pressure off your heart, just to alleviate, to increase your blood flow and to help your heart move your blood around. Joe Ma, I am looking forward to seeing that, man. I've never been to London. I'm a big Sherlock Holmes fan. Love Sherlock Holmes. Love Morton Downey, or Downey Jr., the Sherlock. I love that kind of old London. I wanted to share what Wendy was sharing. Wendy said she went on a tour, the Roman Museum in Bath, and walked the inner circle of Stonehenge at sunset, and then had a late lunch in Le Coq. It was $275 per person. Joe Ma is touting that they have the best. Joe Ma is touting they have the best landscape in the United Kingdom. I don't want the eggs to get cold. I'll take the bus. I like buses. I don't mind buses. Wendy and Joe, thank you. Newham. I'm excited. My mom wants me to go. So my goal is to go the end of August or the very beginning of September, even mid-September. I'm thinking the end of August in my head. Thank you, Mom. My mom is the best woman. I mean, come on. I'm 62 years old talking to you guys. My mom brought me out breakfast. I'm like the luckiest guy in the world. Oh, Heavenly Father, my gosh. You guys are so awesome with the whole London thing. You got me so excited. Buses over trains. There's my mom right there. She's doing something at the sink. This is awesome. She doesn't know. I didn't know I could see her like this. Of course, I should have thought I could. That's her basil right there, and there's my mom. So, how exciting! You're making me kind of think, because I know geography basically. I'm going to fly into London, and then I'll take the train over to Ireland and then bus from there. Excuse me. And I'll just wing it. I don't want to have an itinerary, really. I don't want to have an itinerary. If I go to England and Ireland, I don't want that. I want to be spur of the moment. Where am I staying? I'm sure I can find a place. I'll meet a lot of people that way. The wind is kicking up here. The wind. Can you see the? You can see the reflection of the. Can you see the wind blowing the umbrella? We're gonna have a great June and July, you guys. Okay, a really good June and July. Let's all focus on being really healthy, being good to ourselves. Come on, you know where you can hurt yourself, right? I'm actually sick of beer. I'm tired of it. I gotta lay off it till I go to Ireland. Oh, Lord. Wendy's saying, we paid $100 each to take a train ride on the Avante West Coast train to travel to Birmingham from London last Thursday. So I don't know. Wendy's telling me if I got to see, what is a flight from New York or from Philadelphia to London? That's the first thing, right? How much is that going to cost me to get there? That's when I arrive in London, Wendy's saying I could take a train for just $100 to Birmingham, which I think Leicester's near Birmingham. Yeah, I hope. Wendy and Joe Ma have become friends. I think that's so cool. Joe Ma says, Leicester is an okay city, but London you'll fall in love with. Well, you know, I don't want to be disrespectful. I want to visit Karen Harriman. He invited me over to his home. Where I stay is loose. It's not even a big deal. They're sweet to ask me. I'm more than happy to stay wherever. But how neat would that be to go to London and then take a train over to visit people that I've met on this platform? That would be pretty cool. Thank you, Morrow Bart. Richard Gunn, I'm sorry about that wind noise. I was out in the backyard. It was windy out there. Joe Ma says, I'm welcome anytime. Joe Ma is in North London. And he says to go from England to Ireland is $45 one way. So I'm going to fly into London. I'm going to hook up with Joe Ma. We're going to do fish and chips. And I'll figure things out. And I'll head down to visit Karen Harriman in Leicester. And then I got to go to Ireland. I'd like to go to Dublin, spend a day or two in Dublin, and then I'd like to make my way down to where my ancestors are from in County Wexford. I know there's a Doran's pub. I would like to find it. Dublin to 3 London airports, 16 flights a day. Joe Ma, you're awesome, man. Thanks for being such a good friend. Wendy said, enjoy your day with your mom and eating breakfast at the diner and shopping at Costco. Oh, Wendy, you're funny. Han Renson, you're so cool, man. Get out of the sun, Jerry. Yeah, so Mom said we're not going to a diner. She brought me a fried egg and some chicken sausage. And we're going to go to Costco at 11, which is great. Because I really shouldn't be outside between 11 and 2. When you got fair skin, you should not be outside. At noon. All right, put this up again. We have 29 people on. That is so freaking funny. Joe Moss says, yeah, the Aussie pub in Birmingham. England is the same size as Oregon. Very cool, man. New Jersey's the same size as Israel. Oh, my ass is hurting. Let me move the chair around. Ah, you know, these metal chairs will hurt your hiney. Oh. It is beautiful outside, guys. Don't forget, if it's sunny where you are and you're not working, go do some laundry. So you can hang your clothes outside. Oh, I love clotheslines. I don't know why, they just make me feel safe. Joe Ma, thank you, brother. Okay, folks, I'm off to shop. Take care, Jerry. Take care, chat. See you later, Joe Ma. Yo, you guys, you know what's so funny? When I go, and I'm going to do this, we're going to have a great June. We're going to have a great July. I turned 63 in the beginning of August. I'm going to have a plan to go to Ireland and London and Ireland, England and Ireland. You guys can hang out with me. You guys, I've never met Joe Ma, either of you. And you're going to now see me when I meet Joe Ma and when I meet Karen Harriman. He's a retired cop who lives in England, United Kingdom. And then I'll take you with me to Ireland. That'll be fun as hell. I haven't erased any of my lives. I thought, well, I have erased some of them. The one I was eating a corn on the cob, I heard that was pretty horrific. I didn't know I forgot that the video was on. My mom gave me 2 pieces of sweet potato with butter and cinnamon baked. And I had a corn on the cob with butter and pepper. My God, it was delicious. And I was eating like a pig. I was like, and they said, Jerry, my God, the sounds. So I erased that. They're calling it the corn cob episode or something. I don't know. It must have probably scared some people. God, did you see him attack that corn on the cob? My God, the only one person came to my aid, Christy, and she says, Jerry, there's really no delicate way of eating corn on the cob. And she's right. You know, of course you'd be like, Rah. I think we all should videotape ourselves eating corn on the cob. Hans Renson says, when is your birthday? Mine is the 5th of August. Yo, bro. Hans, 6. I'm the 6th of August. Joe Ma, enjoy your day. Thank you for your friendship. Is Wendy, where the hell, Wendy, are you in England too? Or you're just an avid traveler? I don't want to exclude you. If I go to England and we all meet somewhere, I don't want to impose on anyone. If you want to meet with us, let's all meet in a public spot. No one has to entertain. You know what I mean? Joe Ma, you're a good dude, man. I don't know these people, though. Hans Renson. Hans, I am sorry about your condition with that. Jesus. Okay, what?
Can we go after the Price is Right?
Of course, yes.
Okay.
Like noon.
Make the day go fast.
Yeah, we'll leave at noon.
Yeah.
All right. She is so cute, my mother. My God. Jer, let's leave after the Price is Right. She really enjoys the Price is Right. In fact, I'm going to go inside with her right now and watch the Price is Right. We both enjoy it. Do you ever watch the Price is Right? Isn't it entertaining? It's so relaxing. It's just fun. I love The Price is Right. No, I just returned from London on Sunday morning. I'm back in Woodland, Texas. That's right, Wendy. Duh. You're a Texas girl. Anyway, I'm going to go inside and watch The Price is Right with my mom. Hans, I have, get some 3 or 5 pound dumbbells. Get 5 pounds. Get 5 pounds. Maybe even 8. Not 10. You don't have to get 10. Get 5 pound dumbbells, Hans. If you're in your wheelchair, get them and do some of these. And do some of these. Do them. Do them. Build your shoulders up. Build your arms up. You're sitting in the wheelchair, and then even do some curls if you want. Do some triceps if you want. Right? Hans, I have to do it too, and I have use of my legs. Shame on me. I'm telling you because I care, and you become a friend to me. I did not know you were in a wheelchair. So, I can only imagine how frustrating that could be. If you're already doing it, I'm sorry, you should just tell me to shut up. But if you're not, 8 pound dumbbells. That's your shit. Do your 20 minutes every day with your dumbbells, half an hour. And I would say too, if I was in a wheelchair, skin integrity, of course, blah, 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 blah. Breathing all day. Deep breaths, so you don't get pneumonia. I don't want to sound like an asshole. I'm just a retired nurse. I know a lot about a little. I know a little about a lot. I'm not trying to preach. I'm just sharing with you because I don't know where you are, Who the hell am I to say to work out when I haven't worked out and I have use of my legs? I'm telling you to work out. So I'm going to be working out in the morning. If you're not working out, Hans, and you're in the wheelchair, 8 pound dumbbells. And have fun with them. And we'll talk about it. We'll do exercises together. Okay, bye, Jerry. I have physicians that are helping me. Free healthcare is good. I don't go anywhere, Rebecca. You're so cute. I don't go anywhere. Jerry, do you rack up miles? It's a big deal for me to drive to the New Jersey shore. Woohoo! If I take the train, the speed line into Philadelphia for a rally, which that's the only places I've gone, I'm happy to go into Philadelphia on a train. I'm not a world traveler. I would like to start traveling, and this is going to be my first trip, and I'm very excited about it. Wendy's birthday is on the 20th of August. Kaya from South Jersey is August 24th. Wendy's back from London. That's what she was sharing. She lives in Woodlands, Texas. And that's it. I'm going to go watch The Price is Right with my mom. You guys, Wendy says, I hadn't been out of the U.S. for 26 years. See, that's reassuring to me, Wendy. The last time I was out of the U.S. was 1995. Flying to Germany. All right, I'm going to go. Wendy, you're sweet. I need to go on that trip. I'm going to. Wendy, thank you for being such a good friend. You guys, everybody, I'm glad that you guys are all becoming friends. It's awesome. We're all becoming family now. So let me go hang out with Ma. Put this umbrella away. It's getting windy and unruly. Oh. I'm going to say goodbye to you. I can stay out with you guys. Look at 3 hours and 25 minutes. This is my longest video. Hey, Hans. Dude, thank you for, dude, I was so glad that you're receptive to my talking. I would never preach, Hans, but I would say for all of us every day, in through the nose, deep breaths are important, and keeping your muscle tone, upper body will be good. All right, God bless you, Hans. Love you, brother. Wendy, Rich, Hans, Rebecca, Kaya. You guys, thank you for your friendship. Have a great Tuesday, and I'll see you later. Peace. Wendy, it was fun.